Hey YouTube, Mochismo Eugene, another video from Exit Strategy. Welcome. I decided to stop at convenience store, patio, diner, setting area to talk to you guys. I'm heading to the park, but it's a beautiful day out, so I decided I want to talk to you guys here. Hopefully nothing impedes what I'm trying to say. If there's a overwhelming amount of distractions, maybe I'll do it later. But I want you guys to know, appreciate you guys tuning into the channel. All of you guys who subscribe, I like the fact that you guys always like to share. All of your thank yous that you give me, I appreciate it, man. It means a lot to me because just one thank you means that someone is listening and connecting with what I'm saying. What I want to talk to you guys about today is just as we transition into good weather, wherever you're living at in the world, you know, we're going to transition into beautiful weather here in a minute. Maybe a month, maybe not even. Like today here in upstate New York, it's very beautiful out. It's a little breezy, but it's not cold at all. So spring is around the corner. Now, one thing about spring, you know, as spring comes, it brings out a lot of people outdoors. We all like to get back outdoors, do our spring cleaning, do our yard work and whatnot. But it also opens a floodgate of narcissists. This is their peak season because all the rest of the year they're dormant. They're hibernating inside. They're going the way of the World Wide Web. And a lot of them, even when the summertime comes, they use the World Wide Web and social media like you wouldn't believe. They use it for all the illest reasons. You know, as we use it for network and building blocks, they use it for demolition blocks, destructive measures, to lure supply unassuming, uneducated, unawakened people. But this is the year 2024, no more. I think all of us are talking about it. We are exposing these people like nobody's business. And social media has afforded us that. Even people who are not so much educated in the psychopathy of this, we are educated by way of the experience. So back to the weather changing, we really have to understand that with the weather changing, there is going to be an influx of narcissist abuse, and there's going to be a lot of people out here flocking outdoors, looking for supply, looking for other people's lives that they can come into and destroy and take and take and take. Because all the superficial things that you may think the narcissist took, be it a house, a car, real estate, jewelry, watches, diamonds, all the things that they acquired on the back of their manipulation and deception, all of those things that they acquired, that's really was not their fundamental point and their fundamental goal. Their fundamental goal was to take your life, to take your livelihood, to take the whole existence of what they saw resonating in you when they met you. They wanted to put that out. They wanted to put the light out. And so all of those things you think they've taken away from you, apart from just the you, the essence of you, pay it no mind, because those are the things that they believe mean the most to you. That is the reason why they took them. Do they care about them like you do? They don't. I'll tell you why. Because they will take something from you, say a car, they will give it to the next supply. They love regifting. They love regifting things. There are a few things that I remember the narcissist that I married. She had all of these trinkets and gifts that had never been opened in this spare room. I talk about this spare room that I spent almost 2 weeks cleaning out. There were a few things unopened, just novelties like coffee mugs and whatnot. And I now know, looking back at that fact, that they love to regift things. Someone will give them something and they will give it to you as a present. But the difference is a lot of people re-gift. A lot of people re-gift. It makes sense. If it's something you can't use, you give it to someone else. And you don't necessarily have to tell them that you're giving it to them and it was given to you from someone else. You don't have to tell them you're re-gifting it. But, your intentions behind it is not to gain clout and to pretend and give people the illusion that you're giving it from the heart. That is the very distinct difference of when a narcissist gives and when just healthy people give. So they'll re-gift you something that is been given to them by somebody else. And they'll actually go as far as to say, I bought you this. That's the stark difference. So the weather is changing, and these people are out like flies. They're taking in the festivities like everyone else, but their intentions are so dark and disturbed until if you're not mindful of the conversations and the relationships that these people try to form with you, you'll find yourself right back here in the fall or the winter, hibernating with these monsters, adopting a pet, adopting another child, not knowing that the pet you adopted has all types of terminal issues. And I know it sounds a little harsh to relate them to, or even give the similarity of them to pets, but that's just it's just a simile. Because the difference in adopting a pet, if you know this pet has issues, most often we already know. It's a full disclosure with a pet. And in some cases, you may not even know your pet has medical issues. But the difference of a pet and these monsters is that a pet will, and most often, appreciate you as his owner. Narcissist comes in your life. They debilitate you from the inside out. They have no other goal in mind but to destroy you. So enjoy the weather, guys. The weather is very nice. Enjoy the interactions and the friendships that you build. And some of you guys may even be entertaining the fact of or the thought of having a relationship this summer. There's nothing wrong with that. Love is in the air, But with this newfound information and insight that we have, we cannot take lightly the engagements and the interactions with people like we did before, because we know that it can end up bad, very bad. And the thing is, be it the narcissist, they have nowhere else to run. They are running out of devices. They are running out of decoys and distractions. They are running out of, because we're paying attention. When they're talking now, we're paying attention. We're not just sitting around being a spectator. We're actually, we're paying attention. We're paying attention to the game. We know all the plays. So just be mindful of this, guys, because this is not a game. I've said it before. Most of us here who know all too well that if you put your hand in that cage with that silverback gorilla, you're not going to get it back. Forget trying to feed Fifi at the zoo. The zookeepers will feed them. Don't worry about it. I hope wherever you are, guys, and the weather's good, you guys are out there doing something good today, doing something serene. Get on the trails, get on the walking paths, go to the park, spend a few minutes or a couple hours with the children, grandkids, significant others. Do the thing that you know that means the most to you. irrespective of whether someone is with you or not. Just do the best and be the best that you can be. And if love is there, it'll find you. If it's not, love yourself first and foremost. That being said, BLEZZ.